Hi everyone, it's Miss Kim, and I'm coming to you from my house today because, well, you know what happened outside. So the library has been closed yesterday, which was Monday, February 1st, and today, February 2nd, which is Groundhogs Day. And I know you probably already heard that Phil predicted we would have 6 more weeks of winter, but if you get a calendar out and you look at it, you will see that that's almost the same as the number of days until spring. So it's about 6 weeks until spring, and we can do this. I hope you're having fun in the snow, and I'm going to read to you from one of my books at home, but I thought you might like to see this. A few years ago, my family and I visited Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. And all around the town, they have statues of Punxsutawney Phil that you can check them out. There's a map of the town, shows where everything is. There's a few more. It's a pretty neat thing to do in the summer. During the winter, they have their big festival on February 2nd. This year they did it was virtual. It wasn't like wasn't a live thing. So here's some Punxsutawney Phil facts. It says Punxsutawney Phil is the only true weather forecasting groundhogs. The others are just imposters. And it says here that there's only been one Punxsutawney Phil since 1886 because he drinks this magic drink when they have a big party in the summer. And let's see. Groundhogs are usually 20 inches long and weigh 12 to 15 pounds. But Phil is 18 pounds and is 22 inches long. And his diet consists of lots of green fruits and vegetables and very little water. Most of their liquids come from dewy leaves. A groundhog can whistle when it's alarmed, so sometimes you'll hear them called whistle pigs. Young groundhogs are usually born in mid-April or May, and by July they're able to go out on their own. So you might be seeing some groundhogs. And usually a groundhog is 6 to 8 years, but because Phil drinks his magic elixir, he has lived a very long time, over 100 years. And the celebration of Groundhog Day began with Pennsylvania's earliest settlers. They brought with them the legend of Candlemas Day, which states, "For as the sun shines on Candlemas Day, so far will the snow swirl in May." And where they have the big celebration is called Gobbler's Knob, but it's kind of special because Phil lives, the real Punxsutawney Phil, lives in their library. Here's a picture. You can actually stand outside here and you can look in the window and see where he lives. So if you ever get a chance, go to Punxsutawney. Our book for today is called Dear Polar Bear. And it is by Barry Ablett. So you can see there's a big, big map. Let's find out what happens. Dear Polar Bear. Looks like there's a penguin and a mailbox. Oh, here's Polar Bear in his igloo. Oh, I'm going to have to turn it around a little bit to read it. Let me see if I can turn my camera just a little bit. Polar Bear was unhappy. His igloo was so empty and cold. Brrr! Polar Bear thought about his friend Koala, who lived in a forest full of trees and flowers. Maybe he could send something to brighten up Polar Bear's home. So Polar Bear sat down to write a letter. Postman Penguin came to collect it, and I was really impressed. Postman came to my door yesterday with some surprises for me. And here is Koala. So the postman's getting his mail to him. A few days later, Postman Penguin reached the forest. Koala was very pleased to have a letter from his friend. I know how to make Polar Bear feel better, he smiled, scooting higher up into the treetops to choose a special gift. Here's his letter that he got. And it says, Dear Koala, can you help me? My igloo is all snow and ice, and there's nothing else to look at. Could you please send me a colorful flower to brighten my home? Thank you, from Polar Bear. Polar Bear opened Koala's package as soon as it arrived. That looks like me yesterday. I got a nice surprise from a new pen pal in my mail. How exciting he giggled as he read the letter inside. Then he planted the seeds and made a nice home for the caterpillars. Ah, look, he sent him little caterpillars in there. It says, Dear Polar Bear, I'm sorry your home is very empty. I've sent you 2 surprises to brighten it up. Keep the caterpillars in a jar and plant the seeds as soon as you can. Polar Bear's tummy rumbled. He wanted something yummy to eat, but all his food was icy and cold. I know, Polar Bear thought. I'll write to Sun Bear in the rainforest. Maybe he can send me something tasty to eat, as he sat down to write another letter. Ah, here's Sun Bear. The warm rainforest. Looks like Penguin's getting to go where it's really warm. Sun Bear was busy eating some delicious honey when Postman Penguin arrived. Cold, icy food? Poor Polar Bear, Sun Bear slurped. I'll send him a special treat. Here's the letter that he sent to Sun Bear. And it says, Dear Sun Bear, I'm very fed up. As you know, all my food is icy and cold. It would be nice to have something delicious to eat now and then. Do you think you could send me something? From Polar Bear. Ooh, let's see what he sends. Oh, Penguin's returning. Let's see. Ah, looks like he sent him a honey hive. And it says, Dear Polar Bear, try some of my yummy honey. It's the best in the rainforest. I've also sent you some honey beads so you can have a lifetime supply. Enjoy, Sunny Bear. P.S. Sorry about the sticky letter. My paws were covered in honey when I wrote this. The next morning, Polar Bear had a surprise. Soft, sticky honey, and best of all, it's not frozen. Polar Bear's tummy was full now, but he wished his igloo was a little warmer. I wonder how Panda keeps warm, Polar Bear said to himself, and he sat down to write another letter. You can see his seeds are growing, and there's his little caterpillars. Ah, here's Panda Bear in his bamboo forest. When Postman Penguin arrived, Panda was taking a nap. A letter from Polar Bear? Panda yawned. And he wants something to keep him warm? I've just what he needs. Let's see what his letter says. Pull it up here. It says, Dear Panda, it's very cold here in the winter. Even with my furry coat, I can't keep warm. I don't know what to do. Can you help me? Let's see. Bet we're going to go back to Polar Bear next. Oh, there we are. Oh, the tree's getting bigger. And it looks like there's some butterflies coming now. And the honey's on his looks like pancake down here. Thank you, Panda, Polar Bear laughed as he opened his present. But then he frowned, looking at the strange creatures. How will these keep me warm? Oh, what am I to do? He sighed, feeling lonely. I wish my friends weren't so far away. Then Polar Bear thought of Brown Bear. She always knows what to do, and he sat down to write a letter. Let's see what's in here. I have to read the letter. Dear Polar Bear, I'm sorry you are cold. I hate the cold. Inside the box are some silkworms. Feed them leaves. Yawn. Panda. So, silkworms. I wonder if he'll have to make something. Here's Brown Bear. The next day, Postman Penguin found Brown Bear and her cubs playing by the river. Oh dear, said Brown Bear as she read the letter. Polar Bear sounds very lonely. I think he needs a pet to cheer him up. So let's see what the letter says. Dear Brown Bear, it's fun to write letters to all my friends, but sometimes I wish I had a friend nearby. I do feel very lonely. What do you think I should do? From Polar Bear. And it says, do you know what the silkworms are doing? So there goes Penguin. He's headed back. He got something. Let's see. He opened the package. There's a little fish. Look what's happening in his igloo. There's some knitting going on. He's got the little silkworms. He's got butterflies. He's got coconuts on the tree. A few days later, Polar Bear opened the package from Brown Bear and looked inside. He stared at the fish, and the fish stared back. I'll call you Bubbles. And I'll get you some fresh water for your bowl. But it was very dark outside. I wish I could see a bit better, Polar Bear squinted. My friend Spectacled Bear can see in the dark. Maybe he can help me. Wait, Postman Penguin. I've got one more letter for you. It must be in the dark part of the Arctic right now. So, here's Spectacled Bear. Looks like he lives in the Amazon rainforest in Peru. Let's see. Dear Spectacled Bear, my igloo is becoming nice and cozy. The only problem is it can be very dark, especially in winter. If I light a fire, my home will melt. What can I do? Spectacled Bear was finishing his dinner when he saw a postman climbing over the rocks. A letter from Polar Bear, smiled Spectacled Bear. He can't see in the dark. I have the perfect present for him. I think he's going to send him. What do you think? What do you think these are? Find out. Dear Polar Bear, thanks for your letter. I hope you enjoy your present glowworms. Your present glowworms are excellent lights. Just set them free in your home and it won't be dark anymore. So he sent him some glowing glowworms. Let's see, we'll open it up. There they are. Polar Bear gleefully tore open the package. His igloo sparkled with light. He realized how wonderful his home looked now and how lucky he was. Now everything is much better. Polar Bear laughed, and he rushed to write to his friends to thank them for all their wonderful presents. Postman Penguin came to collect the letters. Boy, that penguin is very busy. Look how his igloo has changed. Polar Bear waited and waited, but no letters came back. I think my friends have forgotten about me, Bubbles, he sniffed. Then suddenly, there was a knock at the door. That's how I got my mail yesterday. Wow, let's see. Is that for me? Polar Bear gasped. What on earth could be inside? He ran over and opened the box. To Polar Bear, Igloo Igloo, North Pole, the Arctic. Look what happened. All his bear friends came to visit. Surprise, his friends shouted. We've all come to visit you. This is the best present ever. Polar Bear laughed. And you are the best friends in the world. Thank you. show you the friends again. I love that book. So today, in my craft room, I've been making some cards because Valentine's Day is coming up. So here's one that I made, and here's the inside. And I'm going to give them to some friends at a nursing home just to make them smile. So I hope you have a great day, and I will see you later. Bye.